I know it's another 4-2-4, probably going to do fairly well. However, the creator of this said there's a little change to this. Let's jump in and see what I mean. This one is called the 4-2-4, the Notorious Irish. I'm not really sure where the Notorious Irish comes in. However, the creator tried, at least in what he wrote, tried to change things up in the player instructions of each player, kind of getting into this cheater shape of 4-2-4, but changing things up on the inside to see if it'll work. Well, we're going to check it out with our three teams of Liverpool and Aston Villa in the Premier League and our championship side of Ipswich Town. So with all that said, let's dive in and see if this actually did work. Well, taking a look at the Premier League, first place Liverpool, 105 goals, 94 points. Seemed to work for them. One draw, that's it. Aston Villa in fifth with 101 goals, 74 points. Not too bad. Starting with Liverpool, though, in their domestic cup run, you can see they beat Ipswich Town 4-1 in the fourth round of the Carabao Cup. They got to the finals, unfortunately losing out to Tottenham 0-3. FA Cup quarters, you lose out there against Arsenal 0-2. However, they do pick up a second trophy against AC Milan, Europa League final 4-2 in extra time. Overall, not a bad season at all. Winning the Premier League, winning the Europa League, runners-up at the Carabao Cup, not too bad. Squad-wise, though, they are definitely missing some green. Goals, 35 for Nunez is phenomenal, 21 for Gakpo. Salah and Jota come up with 20 apiece. Assists, 17 for Mohamed Salah, and average rating, Nunez actually gets top billing, only with 721 though. Switching it up to Aston Villa, you can see in the Carabao Cup semi-finals, they win the first leg against Tottenham, lose out in the second leg 1-3, and they're out there. They do get to the FA Cup quarters as well, but lose out 1-2 to Man City. However, even with a player sent off in the 73rd minute, they handily smash Lille in the Europa Conference League 5-0. So overall, not a bad season. They have Champions League next year. They got a ton of goals there. They got the Conference League winners. Not bad. And, I mean, they don't usually have a full selection of green, but they did fairly well this time around. Goals, 35 for Ali Watkins, very well done. 28 for Zaniolo. Assist, 15 for Luis Kamara and Zaniolo with 13 apiece. And average rating, Buendia gets in there, but actually Zaniolo gets a 7-3-0. Data hub for Liverpool, through the roof attacking. Actually very well done defending. This will be interesting. Goals per game, only 2.76 though. Usually they're up, I mean not usually, this is kind of their average, a little bit higher than their average. But with good tactics, good attacking tactics, they will have well above 3. 0.82 conceded, 1.02 XG against is kind of on the average mark, I guess. Aston Villa, through the roof attacking as well. Shots is not fully up there. Fouls per game is down. Passing percentage is a little bit down. Defensively, they are a little bit down from their average as well, but 2.66 goals per game is still pretty good. 1.34 conceded, 1.43 XG against, definitely higher than average. Premier League stats, Liverpool in first with 2.47 points per game, well above Aston Villa's 1.95. Most goals, Liverpool 105, Aston Villa not too far behind with 101, Arsenal just trailing pretty much far behind with 84. Fewer shots against, Liverpool in third with 301, most possession with 50% in eighth. Most dribbles made, Liverpool 711, Aston Villa in fifth with 627, and then most shots for Liverpool in first with 647, Aston Villa with 597. But now, changing things up to the championship side, Ipswich Town getting first place, 111 goals. Norwich actually getting 100 goals too. That's not too bad. But 102 points, well above Norwich in second. So overall, a pretty phenomenal season for them. Domestically for Ipswich Town, we already saw that they lose out in the Carabao Cup fourth round, 1-4 to Liverpool. But they get to the FA Cup third round. Actually, that's the only one round they have. Man City dropped them out 0-2. So overall, this is definitely a championship season. First place, phenomenal. Well done there. Everything else, eh. Squad-wise, again, they don't use their full squad usually. They've got more green than average, but appearances, very well done. Goals, though, 19 for George Hurst, 15 for Ali Halmati, and then assists, 22 for Leif Davis. Average rating, Leif Davis with a 7.34. Championship stats, points per game, 2.22 for Ipswich in first. Most goals in first, of course, 111. Fewest shots against in fourth with 368. Most dribbles made in fifth with 804. And most shots for in first with 723. So the tactic itself, let's see how this differ. I mean, he basically says shoot list added to all the defensive and DM pack. Wingbacks will keep cross from byline. Segundo Volante removed, moving into channels. In my honest opinion, it's adding too much high risk reward complex than stability. Back to shorter passing for now. So There, you can take a look for screenshot users on the page I got this from, or you could take a look here. Sweeper, keeper, in defend is where we're going to start. Wing backs on the left and the right in support. Ball playing defenders in the central spots in defend. 2 Suga de Volantes as usual in support. 2 inside forwards in attack, and 2 advanced forwards in attack up front. Now, as we've seen time and time again, this is fairly standard. However, take a look at these instructions and see if that changes things for you, if you want to try it or not. It is a balanced mentality. In possession attacking with the standard. Approach plays pass into space. Overlap on the left and the right. Focus play down the left and the right. Passing directness is shorter. Tempo is higher. Mix crosses and run at defense. In transition, counter press, counter, distribute quickly and roll it out. And out of possession, high press line of engagement, a standard defensive line, trigger press much more often, and prevent short goalkeeper distribution. Pretty much everything we've seen in a lot of 4-2-4s before. It really is all about the individual player instructions in this one. So overall, taking a look, how did that change do for these 3 teams? I mean, it worked, no question about it. In this save, at least, Ipswich in first place, 111 goals. They did very well. Liverpool and Aston Villa doing very well themselves. We've seen higher goal tallies. We've seen higher point tallies. But I don't think changing things up changed things all that much. We've had 4-2-4s that have been blown off, lights out, through the roof, attacking-wise, and have done very well for these 3 teams, actually. But in this case, yeah, change it up. You can change things up a little bit in your players to kind of suit their needs maybe a little bit more. And then you've got that flexibility to it. But again, this time I am doing nothing but a holiday save. My season is all done by my coaches. I am not taking control of the training, the tactics, the transfers, or anything like that. There are no transfers in these. So if you took control of this, you could definitely do a lot better than this. But for this save, it worked pretty well. But that's it for me, Savvy FM, for the Football Manager blog channel, saying thank you as always for watching. Take care and enjoy.